Hello viewers, I'm MercuryJin, and welcome to my Let's Play of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. But first, we have to watch the story unfold, so... Basically, one of the laws of Let's Plays that are unwritten, I guess. We have to let the viewers watch the story unfold. I'm not gonna read it out loud, because you guys can read, right? Right? I just really want to get to the game. I really like this game. I mean, I wouldn't be Let's Playing it if I didn't like it, so... I guess I could take this time to explain that this will just be a normal playthrough. I'm not gonna go for 100% or any of that. I've never been a fan of taking time to fully complete a game. I just enjoy playing through them for fun, without going for all the extra stuff. I mean, there are a few extras I'll show off, but I'm not going to show off all of them. But yeah, let's begin. Okay. Before we actually begin, let me take the time to just explain why these things right here are so amazing. These are the Waddle Dees, and these are the basic enemy of the Kirby series. But really, they're not your enemy. You're their enemy. Just look at them. They don't even care about you. They're just going about their own business, not caring about what you're doing. They're just trying to enjoy their own life. You're not worth their time. It's just, they just know how important they are. And that is awesome. Speaking of awesome, we're showing off Kirby's main feature to separate from other platformers, and that is the copy ability system. If you eat certain enemies, you get to steal their abilities, hence the term copy ability. That guy I ate and there was a fire guy like this one, so we can breathe fire like these guys. Hence the word fire being down there in the lower left corner. I mean, this obviously isn't the only one. I said copy abilities as in plural. But this is the only one I'm showing off right now because this is really my opportunity to explain. And speaking of explaining things, that's the bonus game. I mean, you press A at the right time and you get either points or a life if you're really good. But yeah, that's level 1, time for level 2. This right here is the beam ability. Unlike fire, which breathes in a straight direction, the beam ability covers a more wide range, but it's just a tiny bit shorter in range. In terms of horizontal, I guess. Better vertical range, lesser horizontal range. There. That'll do. But here's Cutter. It's boomerangs. And who doesn't like boomerangs? You throw a boomerang and it comes back, and if you change vertical elevation, it'll go even behind you, so you can also hit enemies behind you as opposed to just the ones in front of you. Not to mention the hat is adorable. Kirby is so cute in that hat. And here's a mini-boss. I do not like mini-bosses. A lot of these tend to be annoying. This one is annoying because it hops all around the place. Thankfully, it doesn't have much health, so it's not too big of an issue. It's not tedious or anything, but you'll most likely end up taking 1 or 2 hits at minimum. Also, whenever you defeat a mini-boss, most of the time you have to completely destroy it and wait for it to explode before you're able to move on. And here's Spark. Pretty much the favorite question mark ability in the franchise. Not so much in this one, but in later games it's pretty overpowered. But in this one you just hold the attack button and you get an electric shield. And when I mentioned before that I'll be showing off a few secrets, this right here is one of them, just to leave it as an example. Right here, there's this little rock, but right here, there's this little black spot, which is actually a door, and it leads us to an extra life. So that's always nice. I recommend picking that up. Okay, level 3. Ooh, these guys. These one-eyed spinny thingies give us the burning ability. It's a variation of fire that, unlike breathing it, while it can shoot in a horizontal direction, you're the one that's hitting the enemies, not the flames. And it's very fun to ram yourself into things and completely decimate them in the process. Some people just like to watch the world burn, and Kirby seems to be one of them. I mean, he has 2 different abilities that surround fire. I always get hit by that thing. I always get hit by that thing. In the maybe a dozen, 2 dozen times even I played this game, I've always got hit by that one enemy's fireball. Every single time. Ugh. How about I take some time to show off the Copy Ability Museum? View copy abilities for free. Emphasis on free. Which is good because there's no money system in this game. And here's another ability I have yet to show off. The sword ability. You slash right in front of you. That's basically it. I mean, it's a sword and you can't go wrong with swords, but I don't like it as much as other people. But I do think it's still fun to use, as it does do a good deal of damage. I mean, we took that guy down in only about 4 or 5 hits. Wasn't exactly keeping count. But I know we beat him faster than we would have if we used Cutter, for example. There are a lot of enemies in this little area, and I tend to get hit all the time by them. No matter how good I become at the game, I always end up leaving that area with less health than I entered with. But yeah, it's time for another new ability. If I could grab it. There we go. Needle. I always end up calling it Spike sometimes by accident, but no, it's Needle. And it also makes Kirby yellow for some reason. Well, if yellow is your favorite color, this is the ability for you. It's like Spark in that it creates a barrier around you, only it's not electrical. I think it's a little larger in its range. Maybe? Or maybe the sparks that float around the barrier make it shorter than electricity. I'm not really sure. I don't exactly have a calculator with me. Anyways, invincibility candy, yeah! Rush through everything, cause they can't touch you! Sugar Rush is the ultimate power. And we've unlocked the boss level. But first we should prepare ourselves, for we have a true duel ahead of us. For our enemy that we must face in one-on-one combat is none other than Wispy Woods, the tree with a face. Okay, we did it. We got the thingy. I said we got the thingy. There we go. Yeah, Needle makes Wispy Woods an absolute joke. He didn't even get to attack once. He wouldn't have hit me anyways with it, because it's Wispy Woods, but... even still, it's pathetic to not even be able to get a single attack off. Anyways, we beat World 1 and learned what our story is for today. If you can read, that is. I just realized I probably offended a lot of dyslexic people, I'm sorry. Anyways, I'm Mercury-Jin, and next part we're going to be facing World 2, Ice Cream Island, and I'll hope to see you guys then.